Question 23. What is the midpoint of the line segment with endpoints 3, 5 and negative 1, 3 in the standard xy coordinate plane? So midpoint is just a fancy word for average. Midpoint equals average. So you consider your x values and your y values separately, and you just find the averages of each. So in this case, we have one endpoint with an x value of 3 and one endpoint with an x value of negative 1. So we take the average of that. So 3 plus negative 1 all over 2 gives us really 3 minus 1 over 2. And 3 minus 1 is 2. So 2 over 2, which equals 1. So our x value of our midpoint will be 1. And now we look at our y's. We have a value of 5 and a value of 3. So we take the average of 5 and 3. So 5 plus 3 over 2 gives us 8 over 2, which is 4. So our y value will be 4. And that makes sense, right? What's halfway between 5 and 3? It should be 4. That makes some logical sense, right? So our answer will be B1, 4. If it helps, you could also draw a rough sketch of this. And sometimes it's a good way to make sure that your answer makes sense. A common mistake might be to do 3 minus 1 or 3 minus negative 1. And so you'll end up with 3 plus 1, which is 4, and that'll give you an x value of 2, which do take note, they give you some values here, right, with an x value of 2, because it's a very common mistake to make. So if it helps to draw it out, that's just an easier way to kind of check to see if your answer makes sense. So if we do 3, 5, about here, and then negative 1, 3, so we can kind of come up with an idea of where our midpoint should be. So if we get 1, 4, oh yeah, that actually makes pretty good sense, right? So you can use graphical representations to help make sense of your answer, even to give a good guess if you're really stuck or forgot how to do it. In any case, our answer is 1, 4. You're just finding the averages of your x's and the averages of your y's.